Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In Python, lists and tuples are fundamental data structures used to store collections of items. Although they appear similar, they differ in their properties and behaviors. Today, let's talk about the difference between a list and a tuple. First, let's talk about the syntax. To create a list, we use square brackets, and to create a tuple, we use parentheses. By looking at the program, you can easily identify where a list or a tuple is being used. But a single element tuple in Python requires a trailing comma to distinguish it from a regular parenthesized expression. Without the comma, Python will interpret it as just a regular value inside the parenthesis, not as a tuple. Here you can see the example. But for single element list, no comma is needed, just use square brackets like this. Because parenthesis is also used for grouping, that's why when you create a single element tuple, you need to use a comma. Okay, so this is the first difference. Next, let's talk about the mutability. Lists are mutable while tuples are immutable. A list can be modified after its creation. You can add, remove, or change its elements. And a tuple cannot be modified once it is created. Mutable means data can be changed. Immutable means the data cannot be changed after it is created. So here in the tuple, if we try to change the element present in the first index, it won't work. We'll get error. Because tuples are immutable. But you can change the data in the list. This is the next difference. Next, because lists are mutable, they cannot be used as dictionary keys, whereas tuples are immutable and can be used as keys. So we know that in the dictionary data structure, keys must be immutable. So if you use list as key in the dictionary, we'll get error. But tuple works fine. Here we can see few examples. Alright, next. Lists have more method compared to tuples. Because lists are mutable, Python provides many built-in methods to add new element, to change the element, to remove the element, to sort the elements. So there are many methods. And tuples are immutable, that's why they only support a few basic operations. And here you can see the list, method list. Next is lists are slightly slower than tuples in terms of performance due to their mutability and additional functionality. Let me show you an example. Here first I'll import time because we'll use time method. Then here is a list. We'll create this list using list comprehension method. Then for loop, and we'll visit all the elements of the list one by one. And for loop body is pass. Here we just want to know the time. That's why we'll use pass. And we'll print that using this. Next, here for tuple, we'll create the tuple from the list. And here we'll print the time. Next, let's save this and execute this. Tuples are little faster than list. Alright, next, lists take more memory than tuples due to their mutability. Along with mutability, lists are slower in the performance as well as takes more memory compared to tuples. And next, let's talk about use cases. Use a list when you need mutability. You want to change the data. You want to alter the data. Use a list. And also, use the list when you need to use list methods like sorting or to remove any element. For example, you want to sort group of elements, and if you use list to store that elements, then you can use built-in list method sort to sort that list, and we can do our work easily with built-in methods. Next, use a tuple when you need immutability to store fixed data, or use a tuple when you want faster performance, or when you want to use it as dictionary keys, or when you need to protect the data. You can prevent accidental modification of the data using tuple. Because tuples are immutable, they won't allow you to alter the data, so that you can preserve the original data. Okay, so these are the few differences between a list and a tuple. Syntax wise, we'll use square brackets in list, parentheses in tuple, and when writing single element list, just use the element as well as square brackets, And for single element tuples, you need to use element, comma and parenthesis. And about the mutability, lists are mutable, tuples are immutable. Tuples are little faster than lists. Tuples take less memory than the lists. And use cases: when you want mutable data, use list. When we need fixed data, use tuples. Okay, so this is about list versus tuples. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll meet you in next class. Till then, take care.